Welcome back to Energy Bites, where I talk about all things energy for a happier and healthier life. Today, we're diving into another profound truth, and it has to do with pain. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, pain is an unavoidable part of life. But what if I told you that pain itself isn't the real problem? What if the way we respond to pain is what truly determines our experience? In this video, we're going to explore why pain is actually necessary for growth, how suffering is a choice, and how changing our perspective on pain can completely transform our lives. We'll look at powerful examples from nature, from the butterfly struggling to emerge from its cocoon to the salmon battling upstream. We'll also discuss what happens when we try to escape or avoid pain and why that can actually hold us back. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new way of looking at pain. You'll see it not as something to fear, but as one of the most powerful catalysts for growth. So stay with me until the end, because this might just change the way you face life's challenges forever. Pain is not just physical or emotional. At its core, pain carries an energetic frequency. When we experience pain, it disrupts our energy field, causing us to feel unbalanced and out of sync. But this energy is not inherently negative. Pain can act as a powerful signal, guiding us toward areas of growth and healing. Think of it as an energetic alarm, drawing attention to something that needs to shift. The more we resist this energy, the more it lingers and intensifies. When we learn to flow with the energy of pain, rather than fight it, we transform it into a catalyst for growth. Pain is deeply tied to perception. What we perceive as painful often has less to do with the event itself and more to do with the emotions we attach to it. For example, a breakup can devastate one person, while another may move on effortlessly. The difference lies in the story each person tells themselves about the experience. When we view pain through the lens of loss or failure, it intensifies. But when we see it as an opportunity for growth or a step towards something better, its grip loosens. The way we perceive pain ultimately determines whether it becomes a source of suffering or a tool for transformation. Pain manifests in different ways, and understanding its types helps us to approach it with clarity and awareness. This is the most tangible form of pain, experienced through the body. It could be a headache, a broken bone, or the soreness after a workout. Physical pain is the body's way of signaling that something needs attention, whether it's rest, healing, or care. However, physical pain can also be a symptom of deeper emotional or mental pain. For example, chronic physical pain might stem from unprocessed grief, stress, or trauma. It's important to dig deeper and address these underlying causes rather than just treating the surface symptoms. Emotional pain is tied to our feelings and relationships. It's the heartache of loss, the sting of rejection, or the heaviness of grief. Unlike physical pain, emotional pain doesn't have visible symptoms, but it can be just as intense. But when prolonged and untreated, this pain can physicalize or manifest as physical pain in the body. For instance, chronic stress or unresolved trauma may lead to headaches, muscle tension, or even more serious conditions. Emotional pain is a signal that something in our emotional world needs processing or understanding. It often teaches us about love, resilience, and the depth of human connection. Mental pain is more abstract and often relates to stress, overthinking, or internal conflict. It's the anguish of self-doubt, the pressure of perfectionism, or the fatigue of constant worry. Mental pain challenges our thought patterns and beliefs, encouraging us to develop healthier ways of thinking and coping. Each type of pain serves a purpose. While physical pain protects our bodies, emotional and mental pain protect our inner worlds, guiding us to grow, heal, and transform. Let's start with one of nature's greatest symbols of transformation, the butterfly. When a butterfly emerges from its cocoon, it struggles. This struggle isn't random, it's essential. Pushing against the cocoon strengthens its wings, preparing it for flight, If someone tries to help by cutting the cocoon open, the butterfly's wings remain weak and it may never fly. The pain of the struggle is what gives it strength. Pain is exactly like that. It's the force that shapes us, tests us, and ultimately makes us stronger. But suffering, that's different. Suffering is how we interpret pain. It's the story we tell ourselves about what's happening. Another example in nature is the salmon. Every year, they swim upstream, fighting currents and obstacles to spawn. It's exhausting, it's painful, but it's necessary for the continuation of their species. Without this difficult and challenging journey, life for the salmon would stop. If we remove the pain of this process, we disrupt the balance of the entire ecosystem. Pain, whether physical or emotional, is often a signal for growth. It pushes us outside of our comfort zones, forces us to adapt, and strengthens our resilience. But suffering happens when we resist pain or cling to it. It's when we're saying, "Why me?" instead of asking, "What can I learn from this?" Imagine overprotecting a plant. If you overwater it or shield it from the wind, its roots won't grow deep. Without strong roots, the plant can't survive a storm. In the same way, avoiding pain or trying to take shortcuts to growth leaves us unprepared for life's challenges. When we try to remove all pain, we end up creating fragility in ourselves and in others. For example, if we shield a child from every disappointment or failure, they don't develop the resilience they'll need as adults. And this isn't just about individuals. Entire societies suffer when we prioritize avoiding discomfort over personal growth. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers. It challenges us, shapes us, and helps us grow. When we avoid pain or try to remove it from someone else's experience, we may inadvertently hinder their growth. Pain often carries valuable life lessons about resilience, self-discovery, and strength. This doesn't mean we should ignore people in pain or refrain from acts of kindness and compassion. It means recognizing the importance of allowing others to navigate their own struggles. Instead of trying to save someone, we can offer support and encouragement, empowering them to make their own decisions and find their own solutions. By stepping back, we give them the space to grow stronger and more self-reliant. Think about a child learning to walk. If we carry them every time they fall, they won't develop the strength and coordination they need. Similarly, in life, facing and overcoming pain is essential for building confidence and independence. So the next time you see someone in pain, ask yourself, how can I support them without taking away their opportunity to learn and grow? This perspective can create a balance between compassion and empowerment. So, how do we grow without suffering? By changing our perspective. Instead of seeing pain as something to fear, we can see it as a teacher. Like a runner pushing through the final miles of a marathon, we can focus on the finish line, knowing that the fatigue is part of what makes the victory so rewarding. And here's a practical tip. Next time you're facing pain, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How is this shaping me? This shift in mindset turns pain into purpose, and it stops suffering in its tracks. Pain is a necessary part of life. It's what makes growth possible. But suffering, that's optional. The truth is, every challenge, every setback, and every painful moment holds within it an opportunity. It's a doorway to a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. The choice isn't whether or not you will experience pain. That's inevitable. The real choice is how you respond to it, and whether or not you'll let it define you. Think about the most inspiring people you know, the ones who radiate strength, wisdom, and courage. Chances are they didn't get there by avoiding pain. They got there by facing it, learning from it, and using it as fuel for growth. So the next time you face pain, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Because within every hardship is a lesson, a gift, and a transformation waiting to happen. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of overcoming more than you realize. And most importantly, you are always in control of how you choose to perceive and respond to pain. Thank you for joining me in today's video. If this message resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a little encouragement. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more insights on living a life of purpose, strength, and empowerment. Until next time, remember, pain is necessary, but suffering is a choice. Stay empowered, keep growing, and always stay inspired.